everybody. Welcome to our Bnow coffee chat with Jeannie and Cindy. Let me see your cup, Jeannie. What do you got?
Hey, how
Okay.
are you, Cindy?
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, my little
Oh, I
native.
love that. That's nice.
This is actually a cup from the St. Labre Indian School,
Oh,
which is our
nice.
charity. That's who we send money to.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so today we're going to be talking about how we are magnetic, how we draw things to us. You start, Jeannie.
Well, it's so interesting because I often say that we are not only magnetic, Cindy, but we are contagious because our attitude infects the quantum field. So, if we wake up and we have a good attitude, we draw people to us who also have a good attitude. The ones who don't have a good attitude, they just scatter like
Right.
ants. But I was thinking about this the other day. Joe and I sold our house last September with the caveat that we got to lease the house to the end of November because we're renovating and we're still renovating the winery but we're living here as of December 1st. When I was thinking about moving here to this building that Joe and I had built as a winery, and it has not operated as a winery in, about 5-6 years, but it occurred to me, Cindy, that we're not living in a neighborhood. We're living downtown Junction, and it is a small rural town, but it is still downtown. We have like across the street is a newspaper, behind us is the county yard, the equipment yard behind us is the sheriff's office and all of that. And I had this thought that I want to dress differently when I move. Now, I didn't have anything in my head, like, what does that look like? And truly, at the beginning of the year, I started buying some other new clothes, but it was still stuff that I wear. I don't think my husband had ever seen me in anything other than a pair of pants or, a pair of shorts for like day wear or a bathing suit. The only dress he's ever seen me in is when I bought evening gowns, but I just haven't worn dresses. But I had this thought. So everyone knows at the very end of May, I had emergency surgery and I was in the hospital 11 days. And I came out and I have all this equipment on me. And I'm healing and all of that. However, I am not able to easily wear the skinny pants that I used to wear. So what have I done? Two women who are here in town own boutiques, and they started bringing clothes to me, some that I bought, some they loaned me and just gave to me or whatever. All of a sudden, I'm going to show you something. All of a sudden, I have a whole closet full of dresses.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
But I would never have bought dresses. I don't like dresses, or I hadn't liked dresses.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
Thanks. So, but it's the idea is beyond that, Cindy. It's like, where did that thought come from that I want to dress differently? Is it kind of the chicken or the egg? Because I didn't really know that I was sick. I knew I didn't feel well, but it never occurred to me that I would not be able to wear, my pants and my jeans and my shorts and all that. It never occurred to me. And then when I had that got discharged, it was like, holy cow, I need to wear dresses because of the, just the comfort and stuff like that. So I've been thinking about that, and I have some clients who have just recently said, one said to me yesterday, she said, I find that I think of something and I draw it to me easily. And I know that you and I have had that experience, not only like with the dresses, which is a totally different diversion type of thing, but we think of something and all of a sudden it shows up. So is that coincidence? Are we tapped into the quantum field, the matrix, that we're getting these signals? What do you think?
I think it's important to understand how powerful we are.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people wouldn't even be aware of what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Because they might think, oh, there's that, or oh, that's there. They don't really think, I put that in my existence. I put that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I thought of it and here it is.
Right.
And when we understand that we have that power with intention, then your whole life will change, because what you are looking for is going to just show up. For instance, for me, what's happened is ever since my musical Pearl, I've got somebody who is interested in being an agent. I've got somebody who's interested in taking it for a mini series. I've got all of these things. They just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't solicit any of them.
Right.
They just
So
started.
it's like you're infecting the quantum field. You're contagious and you are magnetically drawing this to you.
Exactly.
We don't have to know how it shows up, and we don't have to know what shows up. We just have to be open to it, don't you think?
Well, exactly, because you didn't solicit those women to bring you those dresses.
No.
It just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with these people. It just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, something that we've been doing every retreat, Jeannie, is we've always said they will show up. The ones that we need will show up. And you have been planning just for a few days now. This retreat that we're going to do
In January.
in January of 2024. And you have already brought in 47 women easily. Have come.
Yeah.
And you and I, when we first started, we saw ourselves in front of thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
Because of what our intention is with Bnow. Our Bnow intention is for women to first understand what their value is, but more than that, even understand what your power is. Because throughout all of these centuries, we have been dumbed down to think that our value is having children and raising children and taking care of the household, until about 100 years ago. It's only 100 years in the whole spectrum of history that women are saying, I'm more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more than that. And that's what we
love. You brought up about the retreat, which, if you all are listening, it's going to be over MLK weekend. It's the 11th. We're actually having it 5 days, 4 nights. So it's Thursday through Monday, the 11th through the 15th of 2024 in San Antonio, Texas, on the Riverwalk. Now, here's the other thing. And we have had a retreat in San Antonio several years ago, but they're redoing that hotel. And so I just plugged it in the other day, and I found the Hotel Valencia, which I really have never even heard of. Well, as it turns out, it is right. I mean, it's just right downtown, but it is right on the Riverwalk. It's got this terrace. And I looked at the accolades. This year, 2023, it has been named the number 2 hotel out of 398 hotels in San Antonio, number 2. And so I've been talking with them, and I mean, it's just extraordinary. And I have found they also have a place a half a block away that used to be a private club. So we're going to have our meetings there, so we can get up early and have our yoga, and we can do everything that we want and have all the music, and we're not bugging anybody. And it is absolutely going to be great. One of the things that you and I have talked about too is drawing in younger women. And I have 2 presenters, one who has been to most of our retreats, Gretchen, and then another one who's here, who actually bought our building that we used to have an office thing here in Junction, and she has totally renovated it herself. She's 20 years old, and I think Gretchen is like 22, and they are going to be presenters. And so I love that we have the intention of having younger people, younger women, because God, I wish I had this when I was young. Don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
The lives that have changed, the difference that these retreats make in people's lives is very inspiring. You and I, at the retreat in Junction, we had that magical hug I'll never forget.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We just cried and we said, look what happened. Because it's not just you and I. We just started something. We're just like a little seed. But from that,
and we magnetically drew people to us, magnetically drew speakers, people who are healers, musicians, everyone. And so I know that that's how it works. We are always infecting the quantum field. One of the things that my husband and I do every morning is that we have a prayer together, and we name people and out loud who are on our list, and we say that we are sending this out into the matrix. And I see this kind of like a grid, with like little intersections and stuff. And so like you are over here with, your life, and your husband and your family and other people and people who need prayer and stuff. But it's like these little golden intersections. And we're just sending this out into the matrix. And then, of course, I'm just telling God, you handle it because, you're God. But,
right.
yeah, but that's how it works. And we truly
works.
are magnetic.
We truly are.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. When you know it, it's almost like having a magic wand.
It is. It absolutely is. And, what I want to encourage people who are listening, please share these videos, these coffee chats with other people. I know so many of our people say, oh, I can't wait till you put the coffee chats up on YouTube and then let us know about them, or they have subscribed and they get it. They said, I just turn it on, and one who is, she's got a big ranch up there and they raise sheep, and she's out in the barn and she's listening to it, and other people are riding to work or, whatever. And so they're tuning in. And I just love that, because I think, again, it's just like we tell people and then they tell other people. So please share these videos with other people. Get yourself into a position where you are going to help other people. And one of the things that Constance Greer and I, we're doing another program that is going to be it's going to be a year-long program. We're working on this. It's going to be about clutter clearing and the money game, and also putting this into practical application. And so it's going to be phenomenal. But she and I have just said, part of the discipleship of this program is that people will learn, but they have to bring and teach another person. Absolutely. So we're creating this grid, and that we're creating. Yeah. And that's when we help other people and we teach them what we know and share that. I mean, we can't outgive God, and people think like, oh, if I love that person, then there's not enough love left. And I was like, it's like, are you saying there's not enough air here? So we have to encourage people, Cindy, to have a discipleship program. And I don't mean like, religious. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about bringing other women in and encouraging them and saying, I see this in you, and we see that you can be part of this whole movement to not only feel great about yourself and to uncover your own gifts and your own creativity, but to help other people do it too.
Right. I actually have a new saying that I say all the time now, Jeannie. Those who say what's in it for me, those who say what's in it for us.
That's right.
That's where the magic is.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Yep. That's it. Yeah. The old whip 'em, what's in it for me just doesn't work. So
it doesn't work.
Anyhow, sweetie, in closing, we want to encourage people, go to beautifulnetworkofwomen.com. Please, and you will be, as soon as I get I'm working with the hotel right now and on everything that we're going to do. So I don't have anything signed yet, but as soon as we do, we're going to put up pictures, we're going to put up videos, we're going to put up links, and we can start registering people, because you do not want to miss this one.
Not this one.
Wait till you see what we've got. Oh yeah. My gosh.
This is ultimate girl time trip.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll talk to you again soon. Okay. And I just love how we get together and talk about this stuff.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you. Love you, my friend.
I love you too.